So, Lior, I don't know if you felt it, but this past week in the mortgage world, there was just this weird, almost peaceful vibe. Rates trickled down to 6.50%, which is what, the lowest since last October? Honestly, it almost feels like everyone at the banks just went on holiday at the same time.
Yeah, totally. It was, how do you say it? Not exciting, but in a good way. Every day we saw maybe, I don't know, 0.2% changes, nothing dramatic. And for borrowers watching the headlines, maybe they missed it. But those subtle drops, they really add up.
Exactly. I actually had a chat with a first-time buyer. Shout out to Jess if she's listening. She called me up and goes, "For once, my lender didn't sound nervous or like he was about to have a breakdown. That's rare this year." She said it almost felt eerie, like the calm before something big.
I know that feeling. These placeholder weeks, as the Wall Street types like to call them, are so important. A lot of people think nothing's happening, but this kind of stability, it's a chance for buyers to breathe, to actually sit and think about their decisions without some big shock to the system. And honestly, if you wanted to lock in a rate, this is when you do it, not during headline mania.
Right, it's like the sun's out, water's flat, not a ripple, so you paddle hard. Next week could be cyclonic and everyone's back to panic, but these little calm spells, they can be golden for getting your paperwork over the line, because lenders aren't spooked and scrambling. I mean, as boring as it looked if you skimmed the news, it's actually these quiet weeks that shape the best deals for regular borrowers.
And for all you investors listening, I'd say, if you've been on the fence, sometimes the best move is made when everyone else is sleeping. But let's not get too cozy. The market never stays quiet for long. Yeah, and speaking of what might wake the market up, the jobs data, right? I mean, the whole reason we even got these lower rates was from that limp jobs report on August 1st. It just kind of told everyone, hey, maybe the Fed doesn't need to keep hammering with rate hikes.
Absolutely. That's what sparked this gentle slide, but it's like everyone's holding their breath now. All eyes on this Friday's jobs report. And before that, we've got the ADP private payrolls on Wednesday, which seems to be getting more attention lately.
Exactly. In the past, ADP was not always a great match with the official government jobs numbers, if we're honest. But lately, they're tracking more closely. Just 2 months ago, ADP picked up the slowdown before the official data even came out. So this week, lenders are watching ADP real close. Sometimes they even get spooked to make early changes.
But here's a curly one. How close do those two actually run together? Because I always hear people say, wait for Friday, forget ADP, but now we're saying both could move rates.
Yeah, and that's the risk. Like if Wednesday's ADP and Friday's big jobs report both say the same thing, either strong or weak, the market moves with confidence. But if they diverge, suddenly everyone's guessing. It's messy. Rates can jump around even before Friday, just based on what people think is coming.
So it's a bit of a gamble is what you're saying. You've basically got two dice rolls that could both move rates, but if they don't line up, we could see whiplash. Never dull in mortgage land.
No, never. And look, after a year of, let's just say, a lot of surprises from the jobs market, no one's taking next week lightly. Borrowers, investors, even the banks, they're all bracing for some noise after this quiet.
All right, let's get practical. Rates at 650%. It's nice, but Lior, it's not likely to hang around, is it? These windows, they slam shut fast once the news cycle wakes up.
Yeah, it's always like this, right? Volatility is basically guaranteed next week with everything coming out. So if you're on the edge, maybe you're thinking refinance, I'd say. Sometimes saving even 0.5% means thousands of dollars over your loan term. I saw some on our Nadlan forum just this week. locked in at 650, who were months before stuck near 7.2%. Major savings just from timing.
And let's be honest, a lot of folks are debating, do I jump in now or do I wait for a unicorn 6% rate later? My own cousin, she was literally WhatsApping me screenshots all week, flipping out over whether to commit. In the end, she went for it, and the relief on her face, Lior, you'd think she won the lottery. But it's a classic dilemma, act now or risk missing out if things get bumpy next week.
It's tough. There's no right answer, but I always say, don't try to be a market prophet. If the numbers work for you, the budget's comfortable, and rates are at a yearly low, why wait for perfection? Markets punish perfectionists. Always have, always will.
Yeah, and if you're in the Nadlan Group or you're just sitting on the fence, reach out. We've heard from loads of you about locking in this week. And hey, even if you wait and rates drop again, great, you refinance. Hesitation costs more than bad timing most of the time.
Couldn't have said it better, Ruby. That's probably a good place to pause for now. The calm won't last, so folks, check your numbers, talk to your lender, and don't let a rare quiet week slip by.
Absolutely. Thanks for hanging out with us, Lior. Always fun, always enlightening. And thanks to everyone tuning in to Nadlan Forum Podcast Daily. We'll be back soon to see if the markets stay chill or blow up as the data drops. Take care, mate.
Thanks, Ruby. Thanks, everyone. Until next time. Be smart, stay curious, and good luck out there. Bye.